Hello, my name is Gopal, and I would like to welcome you into the world of Tai Chi. I am an 8th degree black belt in Kempo Karate, and I had the privilege of working with a lot of people who teach a very special art called Tai Chi. Tai Chi can be translated many ways. The one way that I like to translate it is it's the way of energy or the way of light or the way of blessings or grace, whatever word works for you. It's the way you want to perceive the Tai Chi that we're going to do. It's a very, very special time where you get to allow yourself to be completely relaxed. You get to enjoy doing some very, very simple, easy to follow movements. And at the same time you're following and doing the movements, hopefully you're going to feel some energy rise within you, and you're going to be able to take that energy and open up your own divinity, let's say, so that you get to feel absolutely joyful or absolutely lovely or beautiful. It's just awesome how people have been able to explain, to share how they feel after doing just a little bit of the Tai Chi form. And of course, a lot of people right now are trying to figure out ways of making the world a better place. And what better way of making the world a better place than to make your world, your own world, better? So it doesn't matter if you've got little experience in Tai Chi or martial arts, or you've got lots of experience. We're going to all begin from the beginning, and we're going to make ourselves just feel completely loose and relaxed, so that when we get done, we're refreshed, we're recharged, we're revitalized, and we feel a tremendous amount of grace and blessings in us and around us. So with that, let's begin by standing in what we call our standing meditation. And I'm sure you might have seen martial arts movies where the two martial artists might walk up to each other and they put their hands in this kind of a position. In martial arts, we like to pretend like we can divide the mind in half. So one half of your mind is for developing power and strength and agility. The other half of your mind is for developing, divine qualities like peace or joy or deep relaxation or even healing. So one half is for developing the power, the other half of your mind, or in this case the left hand being over the right, is for thinking of being peaceful or trying to be more calm or more relaxed. So we like to say peace over power. We take this form with our hands and then we bring our hands down. And this is because we are now entering the world of the soft arts. If you've taken martial arts, we know that we have the hard arts and we also have soft arts. So we're going to be soft for right now. To start out with, we're going to find a nice, comfortable standing position. And as we're standing here, we're going to feel our feet touching the floor. And at the same time we're feeling our feet touching the floor, we're going to allow our bodies to become very loose, very relaxed. So if right now your knees are locked, you're going to soften your knees a little bit. Feel the balance between the right leg and the left leg. And then take a moment to feel the balance between the right side of the body and the left side of the body. And while you're doing that, just tell your rational, analytical mind to just take a little vacation. Because right now, we're going to call on our own divinity. We're going to call on our own feelings of being joyful or loving or kind. And we're going to allow ourselves to feel this energy rising in and around our own body. It's almost like we're entering into a world of magic. If you feel any tension in your body right now while you're standing in this standing meditation pose, you might want to tense that body part and then relax it. Or you can use your breath. Just breathe. Inhaling, sending energy, light, joy, air, oxygen, whatever, to that body part. And then when you exhale, you're just letting it go. Sometimes I like to feel when I'm standing in my standing meditation that I'm purifying myself or allowing purification to come over me. So I'm able to let go of any kind of negative thoughts or negative emotions. Just let them fall away. I'm becoming very, very present to right here, right now. So if you can, allow yourself to just forget about what you might have had to do this morning or yesterday or last week. And allow yourself to feel like you don't care about anything that has to happen tonight or tomorrow or next month. You are right here, right now. This is the only reality that matters. So take a moment and just do that. Just become very present. And while you're doing that, also feel your sense of being centered. Imagine that there's this energy vortex coming down from the top of your head, through your body, down to the floor. Or for some people, they say they like to feel it coming from the earth, from the floor, up through their body. And then out through their spiritual eye, or even out through their crown. However it works for you, just connect with that energy. Connect with that life force. Connect with that chi. So I'm very present right now to right here, right now, and I'm also feeling very centered, very calm. And I want to move my body from my centeredness and my calmness. And as I said earlier, all the moves are very simple. You're not trying to force the moves. You're not trying to make it a calisthenic exercise. You're trying to always stay inward and feeling the energy moving with you, and you with the energy, with the grace, with the blessing, with the chi. Okay? So with that, let us begin with our first move. It's called crossing the creek. And again, I'll remind you every once in a while, one half of your body is for developing power, in this case the right side. The other half is for developing wisdom. So we're going to do our first movement, and it's going to be crossing the creek. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to make the right side of our body very powerful. And then at the same time, we're just going to allow the left foot to circle out and around. So we're moving from wisdom. The next move is called sitting on your horse. And if you've ever taken martial arts, a horse stance is very important, as you may know. So right now, I'm imagining I'm sitting on a very powerful horse. Because the next move I'm going to make is called, or giddy up, it's sometimes called. I'm going to tell that horse, take off. And as that horse takes off, I'm going to imagine all this energy coming in and around, just like you would feel if your horse took off. And at the same time I'm imagining the horse take off, I'm imagining I'm filling myself up with energy and power and strength. And then I'm going to tell the horse, whoa. Bringing all that energy back in. I'm now going to gather my chi, which is the energy that I felt, and I'm going to imagine this energy that's all around and inside of me is right here, like I'm carrying a big ball or beach ball of energy. I'm going to show the energy to 9 o'clock. I'm going to come back to 12 o'clock, go to 3 o'clock, come back to 12. Now, everybody at 9 o'clock wants to see my chi up close, so I'm just going to go ahead and rotate my body. And in doing so, I've now transferred my weight, which was 50-50. Now it's 90% of my weight's on my right leg, 10%'s on my left leg. I'm going to step in with my left foot towards my right without changing my height. And then I'm going to step out with my left foot. And as I step out with my left foot, I'm going to transfer that weight that was on my right leg to my left leg. So now I have 90% of the weight on my left leg, 10% on my right leg. And I'm going to imagine right now in the palm of my left hand is a bird. And if you're familiar with the Festival of Light, you can imagine that bird that is discussed in the Festival of Light being in the palm of your left hand. We're going to pet the bird and release the bird. And now we're going to gather the chi coming back to 12 o'clock, but this time I have my left hand on the top, the right hand's on the bottom. I'm going to do the same move that I did earlier. This time I'm going to rotate towards 3 o'clock, and then to 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, come back to 12. Everybody at 3 o'clock wants to see my chi up close, so I'm going to rotate my whole body to 3 o'clock. And once again, 90% of my weight's on my left leg, 10%'s on my right. I'm going to step in with my right foot, and then I'm going to step out with my right foot. And I'm going to transfer all my energy from my left leg to my right leg. And once again, using my imagination, in the palm of my right hand is a bird. I'm going to pet the bird, I'm going to release the bird. Then all of a sudden it's going to dawn on me, and if you notice I'm telling a little story that makes learning these moves easier. Imagine you let the bird go, and then imagine all of a sudden it dawns on you, and wait a minute, I need my energy, I need that chi. So you're going to grab the bird and bring him in. And as you bring him into you, we're also going to go into what we call a twist stance. And now we can feel something's not right. I want to release the bird. I want the bird to go back out. I send the bird out, give him its freedom, and the bird sends back a blessing, 1,000-fold, 1,000,000-fold, just completely blowing us away, so to speak. So now I realize I want to share the chi all over, to the north, to the south, to the east, and to the west. And now I realize it's time for me to take a stand. I am going to take a stand. This is a right forward bow, and I'm complementing the angles of my body right now with my hands and my legs. My right leg is bent, my right wrist is bent. My left leg is locked, and my left arm is locked. And this has a lot of symbolism. We're in a forward bow, so my weight is equally pushing down with the right foot pressing firmly to the ground, and at the same time my left heel is pushing firmly to the ground. So we call this creating an opposing force. But as you do this, you're going to notice you're going to feel yourself becoming strong and solid, because now you're taking a stance. And you want to feel comfortable in your stance, but also allow yourself to feel the power that comes with it. I'm now going to, since I've got a nice, strong, firm conviction that I'm going to share my chi, my love, my joy, my blessings with everyone, I'm going to reach down and grab an arrow out of a quiver. And I'm going to imagine loading my bow and arrow. I'm going to pull back with my right hand as I stretch out with my left. And again, I'm creating more force. It's a very powerful move right now. I have an intention to make the world a better place, to make myself able to experience my divinity and beauty and grace. I'm going to fire my arrow. The arrow is now going out into the universe. I'm going to capture my arrow. I'm going to a right one-leg stance. I'm going to bring all that energy that's coming back to me, all the blessings. And now I'm going to imagine, and not even imagine, I'm going to allow myself to feel the blessings I have received. And if you're lucky or blessed or sensitive enough, you're going to feel, well, a lot of people have a lot of different feelings after they've done this very simple form. A lot of people feel energy in and along the spine. Some people feel it more in their arms. Some people feel whole body experience of well-being. And for a moment, allow yourself to absorb this wonderful feeling, these wonderful sensations in and around you. And with that, allow yourself to go into deep meditation. Very good. Blessings.